안녕하세요. This is lesson 5 part 5. You're going to see the examples of question sentences using what with a verb predicate. Let's go.
Let's make more questions using what. What are you eating now? Let's put what in the position of an object. You are eating what now? Let's reposition the words according to the Korean structuring rule. The subject you comes first and the be verb are and the verb eating at the end of the sentence. Put the adverb now right after the subject and we put the interrogative pronoun what in the position of an object right before the verb. So you now what are eating. Perfect. You, we don't need this. Now, 지금, what? It's in the position of an object. Let's put the particle 을. Then, 무엇을. More naturally sound, 무엇을. Are eating. The present continuous form of the basic form, 먹다, with the honorific suffix 요, is 먹고 있어요. It's a question, so let's make a rising tone. 먹고 있어요? 지금 무엇을 먹고 있어요? It's okay, but it sounds like foreigner. Then let's use 뭐 instead of 무엇. Maybe it sounds better. 지금 뭐를 먹고 있어요? It sounds slightly better. Let's get rid of the particle 를 then. 지금 뭐 먹고 있어요? 지금 뭐 먹고 있어요? Okay, now you sound like Korean. But you can't talk like this to senior citizens. You should use the higher respect form in Korea. Then let's change the verb part together. The higher respect form of the verb eat is 드시다. 드시다. It's not 먹시다, okay? Be careful. It's 드시다. So it's totally different word. Then 드시고 있어요. Is correct? 지금 뭐 드시고 있어요? It sounds fine to me, but you can sound even more polite by changing the 있어요 part. 있어요, the basic form of 있어요 is 있다. This predicate has many usages as we've seen so far. We use this predicate when you want to say something is at on in somewhere or there is something, right? And we use this predicate when we make a present continuous form too. Like blah blah go 있어요. The go 있어요 part, right? The higher respect form of the predicate 있다 is 계시다, not 있시다. Okay? Be careful. So it's also a totally different word. You can use this 계시다 for all the usages of the predicate 있다. So we can use it here too. We swap the 있어요 part with 계시다. We need to add 어요 sound to it to turn it into the form that we use in the conversation. 계시어요. But it actually becomes 계셔요 or 계세요 as we learned in lesson 5 part 1, okay? So 드시고 계셔요 or 드시고 계세요 is correct too. Now, 지금, what, 뭐, are eating. 드시고 계셔요 or 드시고 계세요. Okay? 지금 뭐 드시고 계셔요? Or 지금 뭐 드시고 계세요? What are you eating now? Of course, you can use these higher respect forms for declarative sentence too, so you are learning a lot of things without realizing it, okay? How about the question, what are you doing? Which is one of the most frequently asked questions in the world. Can you make the sentence? You, now, what, are doing. Now, 지금, what, 뭐, are doing. 하고 있어요? 지금 뭐 하고 있어요? 지금 뭐 하고 있어요? How to turn this sentence into a higher respect form. Turn both verb 하다 and the present continuous part 있어요 into a higher respect form as you learned. 하시고 계셔요 or 계세요? 지금 뭐 하시고 계셔요? Or 지금 뭐 하시고 계세요? Perfect. Sounds very polite. Let's make another question with the verb buy. What did you buy at a shopping mall yesterday? It looks a bit longer, but you can still make it. You know it's nothing. Let's see the vocab box first. 어제 means yesterday. You already know that. 쇼핑몰 is a shopping mall. It's a loan word which borrows its sound directly from English. Remember this term, a loan word, because there are plenty of words like this in Korean. Nowadays, a lot of people around the world are using the words from English, right? The same thing is happening in Korea too. Okay, this interrogative pronoun what works like an object in a Korean sentence. So we just need to arrange the words in the same order as in a declarative sentence and put the interrogative pronoun what in the position of the object. That's it. So you, yesterday, at a shopping mall, what? Bought. And a question mark. You, we don't need this. Yesterday, 어제, at a shopping mall, 쇼핑몰에서. We use the particle 에서 because a shopping mall is the place where the action is actually taking place. What? 무엇을 or 뭐를. We can use the object particle 을 or 를 for what. Bought. 샀어요. The stem 사 plus the ending in the past tense with the honorific suffix 요, 앗어요. 사 already has the 아 sound, therefore 사 and 앗 combine their sound and make a one sound. 샀어요. 샀어요. 어제 쇼핑몰에서 무엇을 샀어요? 어제 쇼핑몰에서 무엇을 샀어요? Or 어제 쇼핑몰에서 뭐를 샀어요? 어제 쇼핑몰에서 뭐를 샀어요? As we told you, it sounds more natural without the particle 을 or 를 in an interrogative sentence. 뭐 샀어요? 뭐 샀어요? Sounds better. 어제 쇼핑몰에서 뭐 샀어요? 어제 쇼핑몰에서 뭐 샀어요? If you want to use the higher respect form, you can add she sound to the verb 사다, 사시다, 사시다. We add the ending 었어요 to make it past tense with the honorific suffix 요 to the stem 사시, 사시었어요. But we need to combine the she sound and 엇 sound because the last letter of the stem she doesn't have any consonant. You don't need this explanation anymore, do you? Okay, this is the last time we explain about this. So it becomes 사셨어요, 사셨어요. We use 사세요 in the present simple tense, but we don't use 사셋어요 in the past tense. Keep that in mind. So the sentence with the higher respect form is 어제 쇼핑몰에서 뭐 사셨어요? What did you buy at a shopping mall yesterday? 어제 쇼핑몰에서 뭐 사셨어요? Okay, great. Let's make a question with what in the future tense. What are you going to do tonight? You are going to do what tonight? Isn't that amazing? Now you can make this kind of a useful question in Korean. It's mainly because we are not just teaching the sound, we are teaching how to make a sentence. Let's see the vocab box first. 오늘 밤, 오늘 밤 is tonight. 오늘 is today. 밤 means night. 오늘 밤, today night. So it's tonight. 오늘 밤 is not a one word, by the way, as tonight is in English. It's 오늘 plus 밤. Therefore, you have to put a space between the two words. Never mind, just move on. Let's rearrange the words according to the Korean sentence structure. Subject you comes first, which is useless in an honorific sentence, and time-related word tonight comes right after it. The verb and the tense parts come at the end of the sentence. And what comes right before the verb and the tense part, where an object comes in a declarative sentence. So, you, tonight, what, are going to do. You, we don't need this. Tonight, 오늘 밤, what, 무엇을, or 뭐를. You can add the object particle 을 or 를. Are going to do. How you translate be going to in English to Korean? Stem plus the final 르 or the particle 을 plus 예정이에요. The stem here is 하. Therefore, we add a final 르 to the stem and 예정이에요. 할 예정이에요. And a question mark. 오늘 밤 무엇을 할 예정이에요? Or 오늘 밤 뭐를 할 예정이에요? As we told you, normally tends to sound more natural without the object particle 을 or 를, especially in a question sentence. So, 뭐 할 예정이에요? 오늘 밤 뭐 할 예정이에요? What are you going to do tonight? Okay, perfect. Then how you make this sentence a higher respect form? Just use the higher respect form of the verb do. 하시다, 하시다. Just simply add the 시 sound to 하다. The stem of 하시다 is 하시. Add the final 르 sound and 예정이에요 to it. It will make a higher respect form of the verb in the future tense. 하실 예정이에요. 하실 예정이에요. 오늘 밤 뭐 하실 예정이에요? Very good. You can make 이에요 part a higher respect form too, but let's learn about it later because it's too much for you right now. 오늘 밤 뭐 하실 예정이에요? Sounds polite enough, don't worry. How about what will you do tonight? We just need to add the final 르 sound or the particle 을 plus 거예요. 오늘 밤 뭐 할 거예요? The higher respect form is 오늘 밤 뭐 하실 거예요? Okay, very good.
This is the end of lesson 5 part 5. You're going to learn how to make question sentences using when in lesson 5 part 6. I'll see you in the next lesson then. 안녕히 계세요.